The government's discourse to regulate the purchase of subsidized fuel oil, BBM, of pertalite and solar types using the MyPertamina application is still being pursued to be implemented as soon as possible. So far, the use of the application for people who will buy pertalite has entered the testing stage or pilot project. For the first phase, or as of July 1, 2022, this trial will be implemented in 11 regions in 5 provinces. Only then will it begin to expand to other areas. The 11 regions that will implement the purchase of subsidized fuel with the new scheme include Bukit Tinggi City, Agam Regency, Padang Panjang City, Tanah Datar Regency, Banjarmasin City, Bandung City, Tasikmalaya City, Siamis Regency, Manado City, Yogyakarta City, and the city of Sukabumi. PT Pertamina, Persero, opens registration of vehicles and their identities on the MyPertamina website as of July 1, 2022. From that registration, users will get a QR code that can be used to purchase subsidized fuel at Pertamina's gas stations. To register on the site, the public can access the website and prepare the documents needed to support it. In addition to being accessed using the MyPertamina application, the QR code received can also be printed and physically brought to the gas station when you want to refill subsidized fuel. The QR code will then be matched with the data by the gas station operator. Pertamina will also provide registration booths at gas stations for people who do not have the MyPertamina application and do not understand how to register on the website. However, the application of the subsidized BBM regulation using MyPertamina has not yet been applied to motorcycle riders. That is, it only applies to driving 4 wheels or cars. The study was conducted on vehicles above 2,000 cubic centimeters. Meanwhile, for 2-wheeled vehicles, the study was conducted for motorcycles above 250 cubic centimeters. The target of this pertalite purchase regulation can be implemented in August 2022.
The government through PTPLN, Persero, will increase electricity rates starting Friday, the 1st of July 2022. The tariff increase will be given to customers of the 3,500 volt ampere VA class and above, R2 and R3, and the government class, P1, P2, and P3. Previously, President Joko Widodo had also approved an increase in electricity tariffs for groups of people who could afford it. The goal is to maintain economic stability and national economic recovery. For customers who object to the increase in electricity rates, they can apply for a reduction in electric power. However, this power reduction process may also have to cost money.
Minister for Administrative Reform and Bureaucratic Reform Tjahjo Kumolo passed away on Friday, the 1st of July 2022, at 11:00 WIB after undergoing treatment for several days at the hospital. Tjahjo was treated at Abdi Waluyo Hospital on June 20, 2022, with pain starting from an infection in the stomach, then spreading to the lungs, to the kidneys, to the liver before finally passing away. Tjahjo Kumolo was born in Surakarta, Central Java, December 1, 1957, graduated from the Faculty of Law at Diponegoro University in 1985. He is an Indonesian politician who currently serves as Minister of State Apparatus Empowerment and Indonesian Bureaucratic Reform since the 23rd of October 2019 in the Advanced Indonesia Cabinet. Tjahjo previously served as Minister of Home Affairs of Indonesia from the 27th of October 2014 to the 20th of October 2019 in the Working Cabinet. Tjahjo was elected as a member of the People's Representative Council, DPR, from 1999 to 2014, from the Indonesian Democratic Party, PDIP, with the electoral area of Central Java 1 and at the same time became the chair of the PDIP faction. in the DPR and was also a member of Commission 1 in charge of Defense, Foreign Affairs, and Information in the DPR. Tjahjo Kumolo was previously a member of the Golkar Party DPR from 1987 to 1999.
The philanthropic organization Aksi Cepat Tanggap, ACT, has been the talk of netizens on social media since the 4th of July 2022. This was after Tempo magazine published its journalistic report regarding the alleged misappropriation of donation funds by ACT. The report illustrates that ACT officials, especially the former ACT President Tjahjo, have been extravagant with money that was donated by the public. On the other hand, the head of the Center for Transaction Reports and Analysis, PAC, revealed that PAC had analyzed the alleged misappropriation of funds at ACT. There are two indications of fraud committed by ACT officials. 1. Transactions for personal interest. 2. Transactions for prohibited activities. The results of the PAC search have been submitted to the National Counterterrorism Agency and the Special Detachment 88 Anti-Terrorism Police of the Republic Indonesia. ACT was officially launched legally as a foundation engaged in social and humanitarian activities on April 21, 2005. This institution carries out emergency response activities, post-disaster recovery programs, community empowerment and development, as well as spiritual-based programs such as Qurban, Zakat and Waqf. ACT is supported by public donors from the community who have a high concern for humanitarian issues. In addition, there is also company participation through partnership programs and corporate social responsibility, CSR. On a local scale, ACT has established a network of branch offices in 30 provinces and 100 regencies cities in Indonesia. In 2012, ACT became a global humanitarian agency capable of reaching 22 countries spread across Southeast Asia, South Asia, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe. The National Police's Criminal Investigation Agency also found allegations of misuse of funds for victims of the 2018 Lion Air JT-610 plane crash. The ACT Foundation had received recommendations from 68 heirs of the victims of the Lion Air Boeing JT-610 plane crash that occurred on October 18, 2018 to manage social funds or CSR. Some of the social funds were actually used to pay the salaries of the leadership and staff at ACT. In fact, it is also used to support facilities and activities or personal interests.
Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe died after being the victim of a shooting on Friday, the 8th of July 2022. At around 11:30 a.m. local time, Shinzo Abe, who was giving a speech near Yamato Saidaiji Station in Noro City, was shot by a man. Shinzo Abe eventually died at a hospital in Kashihara City, Noro Prefecture, where he was being treated. The police arrested Tetsuya Yamagami, 41, who lives in Noro City and has an unknown job, and arrested him on suspicion of attempted murder. The confiscated pistol appeared to be a handcrafted weapon. According to Japanese Ministry of Defense officials, the suspect had worked for the Maritime Self-Defense Force for 3 years until around 2005. Tetsuya Yamagami's motive for shooting Shinzo Abe was to be dissatisfied with the former Japanese Prime Minister and wanted to kill him. This was revealed by police officials. Shinzo Abe is a prominent figure in Japan and was born into a family of politicians. His father Shintaro Abe was a former foreign minister. His grandfather Nobusu Kishi also held the position of prime minister, and was also the subject of an assassination attempt in July 1960. Shinzo Abe is Japan's longest-serving prime minister seeking to re-establish power at the global economic and foreign policy stage.
Hundreds of police officers finally forced to pick up Msat, Mas Bechi, the son of a Jombang cleric who became a suspect in an obscene case. The police have made persuasive efforts before carrying out a forced pickup against Msat. The pickup process was tough. When a mob consisting of students and Mas Bechi sympathizers confronted them, the police only managed to bring the suspect after 15 hours of negotiation. 321 Mas Bechi sympathizers who confronted the police were also arrested for obstructing the effort to arrest the suspect. 5 people were named as suspects, while 316 others were made witnesses and will be sent home. The police explained that Mas Bechi was suspected of having molested 5 female students. In fact, there were students who were molested many times by the Kiai's son. Mas Bechi, who was on the wanted list, was forcibly picked up by the police at the Shidikia Islamic boarding school. Msat was reported to the police on October 29, 2019 by the victim with the initials NA. NA is known to be a female student from Central Java. After that, on the 12th of November 2019, the Jombang police issued a warrant for the start of the investigation. And in January 2020, the East Java police took over the case. However, Msat was absent several times when asked to come for an inspection. The police even failed to meet Msat when they were going to be questioned at the boarding school where he lived. On Saturday, the 15th of February 2020, the police attempted to arrest Msat. However, the arrest failed. Because the crowd was prevented from doing so, the police finally released the suspect Msat, because the crowd was larger and to maintain conduciveness. On Tuesday, the 7th of January 2021, masses from the City Santry Alliance Against Sexual Violence held a demonstration at the Jombang police headquarters. The crowd, which was dominated by women activists, asked the police to immediately arrest Msat and resolve the obscenity case. A week after the action, hundreds of students and alumni of Islamic boarding schools in Jombang, East Java held an action at the Jombang police headquarters, Tuesday, the 14th of January 2021. In the course of the case, December 16, 2020, Msat tried to file a pre-trial lawsuit to the Surabaya District Court. Msat wanted the case to be terminated and his good name restored, and also asked the East Java police chief to pay compensation of Rp. 100 million, but the lawsuit was rejected. Then on January 6, 2022, the suspect again filed a lawsuit to the Jombang District Court and was again rejected.